3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Yes. Total Oscar bait of a movie.
Absolutely. $12 million to make.
Yeah.
And I think it's doubled that already at the box office.
Fantastic. It's a shoe-in for a lot of Best Actor, Actresses categories this year.
Why did you put up these billboards?
My daughter Angela was murdered 7 months ago. It seems to me the police department is too busy torturing black folks to solve actual crime.
The hell is this?
Did you know anything about the story before you saw it?
No, other than, anytime Frances McDormand stars in anything, I immediately think of Fargo. So,
oh yeah.
I had a feeling it would be maybe a little bit similar to that. I only knew about the basic premise. Do you remember it was playing at London Film Festival this year, so we didn't get to see it.
No.
But yeah, I just knew it had something to do with these 3 billboards sending a message.
I think it was similar in style to Fargo, actually. That kind of slow-burning, ominous feeling.
Shocking moments.
Dark comedy.
Yeah.
I'd do anything to catch your daughter's killer. I don't think those billboards is very fair.
Time it took you to get out here whining like a bitch, Willoughby. Some other poor girl's probably out there being butchered right now.
It's a crime drama. It stars Frances McDormand, who has been in Fargo, Hail Caesar more recently. Such a superb actress, I think.
The roles that she picks to play, I don't know, she just kind of picks the perfect ones for her. Like,
it's a really juicy role, isn't it?
Yeah, basically the premise of the story is, if I will paraphrase, is small town, lots of nothing going on.
But lots of tension.
Lots of tension. Frances McDormand's character, basically her daughter is killed, kind of tragically.
Yeah.
And the town police department are not doing anything about it. Basically, she was murdered and the town police department are doing nothing about it. So she decides to rent out 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, and to send a message to the police to get them to pay attention. And it causes a bit of a stir in the town.
It really does.
We've had 2 official complaints about those billboards.
From who?
The lady with the funny eye.
And you can kind of see her grief, her anger, her humour as well, which is surprising because for someone to go through that, you can see that she's still got a sense of humour. There's one scene where she's looking at her slippers and she's got these animal slippers and they're talking to each other in her voice. And there's another moment where there's a wild animal, I think it's a deer that comes to the backyard.
Yeah.
And she's talking to the animal, and it's quite an emotional moment. It's quite poignant because she's thinking it could be her daughter coming back to say hello through the animal.
And she was a lot more kinder to animals and inanimate objects than she was to the actual people around her.
I just love the fact that there's still a lot of comedy in this movie because it's quite shocking. There's a lot of shocking moments in it.
Yeah, the whole Woody Harrelson's portrayal of the town police sheriff, quite shocking as well.
Yeah, it is. And sad.
Yeah, shocking and sad. Definitely I can see why people are talking about him being nominated for Best Supporting Actor for an Oscar in that. Sam Rockwell's character, you absolutely hate.
Oh, yeah, right from the start, you hate him. His character does change as the film goes on because he learns. And I think Mildred learns too, but I think the closing moments, which you've got a problem with, I think.
I was absolutely entranced throughout the whole entire movie, glued to the screen. There's a couple scenes where it's just like, oh my god, I cannot believe that is happening. Yeah. And then the movie ends. And it felt,
it didn't end for me.
See, it totally ended way too early for me. I was ready for another 30 minutes to see they get into a car, where they're going to go, what they're going to do together, and you're like, okay, this is the end of the story. And for me, it just ended.
See, that's why I loved it. I thought they wrapped it up brilliantly. I think it was resolved.
For me, it was unresolved, 100%.
That's
my literal reaction was, what? That's it?
Yeah. Wow. So we've got
I wanted more,
different views.
I wanted more.
Yeah.
I wanted more of the story because the story is really... It's really captivating. It's really involving.
It is really engaging,
it's really
isn't it?
Emotionally, you invest a lot emotionally in it.
Yeah.
So I was invested in the story. But
and I think you believe the characters too. You believe their performances because their performances are so good. And I think everybody is fantastic in this movie.
Yeah. Little notes of violence too. Like
there is a lot of violence.
Yeah.
The dentist scene.
Oh my God! Yes.
There's a lot of good friends of Willoughby in this town, Miss A. Ow! Ah! You didn't happen to drill a little hole in the dentist today, did you?
Of course not.
Huh?
I said, of course not.
That probably was the first real shocker, wasn't it? And there are many more to come afterwards. But I don't think it's something that is I mean, obviously, it's not really horror. It's just drama, isn't it? It's just shocking drama.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
A lot of blood, a lot of violence. It's quite funny because for me, one of the overall themes of this movie was this is how they get along with each other through these violent acts and cursing and through physically assaulting and hurting each other. But there seemed to be an underlying understanding of this is how we do it here.
And a lot
Which
of
for
forgiveness.
me is totally weird, yeah.
Yeah, because they do forgive each other.
And somewhat of an overlooked character in the movie is Peter Dinklage, who obviously in Game of Thrones, and she goes out on the date with them.
He's brilliant.
He provides a whole alibi story for her. And
Yeah.
I thought that storyline was so, like, endearing.
It was really charming, wasn't it?
It didn't have a happy ending, but it was endearing, and which not too many people are talking about his involvement in the film, but for me that was one of the highlights.
That's so weird because you mentioned that and I'd completely forgotten about his role in the movie, and it was a really important role, I think.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry about Angie, but the town is dead set against these billboards.
You know who threw that can?
What can?
How about you, sweetheart?
No, I didn't really.
Yes, definitely an emotional ride of some sort.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a roller coaster, but definitely an emotional ride of the film. I can see why everyone is absolutely loving it. Is it an important story to tell this Oscar season?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
And I think it's quite an original story too.
Definitely.
The Billboards idea.
Yeah. I've never seen a dentist scene quite so...
Oh my God. I mean, I've seen some
Thrilling
gore and some
before,
violence before in movies, as I'm sure you have, but that was just something else. Well, for me, it is one of the most enjoyable, shocking, endearing movies that I've seen for a long time, and I'm going to give it 5 stars.
5 stars,
Yeah.
Phil.
I just
Wow.
think I just thought it was flawless.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the ending, I might have given it 4 stars, but because of that, I'm going to give it 3.75.
If you've enjoyed this review, hopefully you have. Don't forget to watch some of our other films. We've done quite a few over the space of a couple of months. We only
Yeah.
started a couple of months ago, but we've done, I don't know, 20 reviews, I guess.
I think we're starting to get the hang of it.
I think so, I hope so. Don't forget to like and share, and we'll see you on the next video.
See ya.